Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 142. Do you know someone who always seems to enjoy summer besides your kids? When you see women enjoying summer, we have a tendency to think it's a woman with a perfect body or the cleanest diet or the most organized schedule. And I've been thinking about this a lot. I don't think that's true. I mean, when you look at a woman and Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Dr. Stacy Heimberger, and this is Weight Loss Made Simple. I want to talk to you today about women who really seem to enjoy summer. Not necessarily the woman with the perfect body or the cleanest diet or the most organized schedule, but someone who really seems to be enjoying themselves. Like she's laughing and she looks fully present and she looks like she's living her life as opposed to managing it. And I've been thinking about this a lot because life is moving fast. And as my boys get older, it is heartbreaking to realize that I have probably spent more summers with them already than I'm going to spend with them moving forward. Now, I hope that's not true, but there is a chance that it is. And so I'm just becoming more aware of how fast summer is going and how much I manage during the summer and trying to manage them enjoying summer as opposed to managing myself enjoying summer. So I want to talk about maybe what the lady who is really enjoying summer, what she might really be doing. Because I think the secret is this idea of participating. So what has really brought this up is that I am managing and coordinating a lot, getting ready to drop the kids off at summer camp. There are like, are we driving? Are we flying? If we're flying, what airport are we flying into? If we fly, that's a round trip ticket for all four of us, and then a round trip ticket for my husband and I, because we're going to come back and we're going to work while they're gone. I would love to one day be able to just maybe stay and have a nice vacation in North Carolina for me and my husband, but I just don't we're not there. So there's a lot of logistics around getting them to camp, not to mention looking at the camp list, right? Like, do they have everything that they need? Do they have all the clothes they need? Do they have, what was I looking for today? Like, a little shower caddy and a sponge full of soap, or do they have the stuff to take care of themselves while they're there? All the things on their list. How are we getting them there? I had to get new giant rolling backpacks, getting their names put on them. There's just a lot to manage. And so this idea that am I actually even going to be able to enjoy it and experience it? And am I going to be able to be fully present when we're dropping them off and sort of making this memory with them of going to camp? Or am I going to just be totally bogged down in the logistics and the planning of it? Because I see this happen all the time, right? Is that we become the operations team for the entire family and we're responsible for everyone else's experience. We kind of become like the cruise director or the vacation planner or the memory manager, right? The snack coordinator, dear Lord, the snacks when we travel, right? So there's all these family logistics and we become in charge of that. And it's not criticism. And I'm not, this is not like, oh, the dad should be helping. This isn't that at all. We do it because we're responsible and capable and good at it. Like we can just do it, right? And so it's not that we are not capable. It's just there is a hidden cost that I don't think we talk about, because when we are busy managing everyone else's experience, it is very easy to stop having our own experience. So when we are planning the camps and the sports and the fireworks and the pool party, when we're planning all of that, it is very easy to disengage a little bit and not feel like we can fully participate, because there's this weird responsibility that to make sure everyone else is having fun. So I found it very interesting, and I've been asking around, but most women can tell me exactly what their kids want this summer. What the kids want to do. They can tell me what their spouse wants. They can tell me like if they're having people over, like what the guest wants, what their friend wants. But if I ask like, well, what do you want this summer? Like, what do you want this summer to be like? Most women don't really know. And it's because no one's asked them. It's not because they don't care. And it's just no one's asked. And so if no one asks, then it's easy like to just forget that we get a say too. Um, so if nothing else, ask yourself what you want to do this summer and make it happen. So here are some questions I want to throw out there, and I want you to think about them. So if you're driving or taking a walk or whatever, what would make this summer really meaningful for you? So just ask yourself, like, what would make this really meaningful for me? And everyone's answers are going to be probably vastly different. But in asking that, ask, like, what do I want to remember about this summer? What would I regret not doing? And then what am I waiting for? Like, what are we waiting for, ladies? So for me, this summer, I really am trying to let the kids be a little more free range. But I have this idea that on Fridays, we'll all hang out at the pool and just have a really fun summer experience. I can tell you right now, it has not worked yet. But that's what I want to remember. And that's what I want them to remember. Like these Fridays where we had the afternoon and we hung out at the pool, and maybe it was the country club pool and our friends were there and everyone was laughing and just having fun. And we eat dinner up there, like the whole thing. And so that's would make this summer really meaningful to me, is to let the kids have more of a traditional summer experience. So we've tried to set that up with different people watching them and stuff. And then this sort of Friday nights at the pool idea. And I'll really regret not getting to do that. I think we've done it one time. And I don't think it was a Friday. Now this week they're in camp, so they're not around. So, and that's why I was like, I'll record today because I know the house is quiet. But for the next couple of Fridays, I really want to try it and make that happen. So that's my example. But I want you to ask yourself, what would make this summer really meaningful for me? What do I want to remember? What would I regret not doing? And what am I waiting for? Um, I think it's really common amongst my audience, you high achieving ladies, because when you're very capable and when you're used to fixing and being the operations manager, there is some reward for that. We do get praise, and we're appreciated for that because people appreciate useful people. And then people start to depend on useful people and people trust useful people. And we like all of that, right? And so that can become part of our identity. What I would ask you to challenge a little bit is, are we doing things for people who are capable of doing them for themselves? Because we should not rob them of the experience of being able to handle their own stuff. Um, I will say this usefulness and praise, and as much as we like it, and it has probably become part of our identity at this point, usefulness and being present are not the same thing. And so that's what I want us to differentiate. And that's why I wanted to talk about it today. You can be incredibly useful and barely present. So you can be at the party and you can be hostess with the mostest and you can be making sure everyone has what they need and you can be flitting around and everyone can have an amazing experience, but you are not being present because you are being useful and you are task managing and you are being like the coordinator as opposed to being a participant. So we can organize the vacation and not really enjoy it. And we can host the party and not really experience it, or take all the photos but not be in the memory. So I see you and I know that it's nice to be responsible and the praise that comes from that, and it's nice to feel needed, but I want you to really consider that there is a significant difference between being useful and being present. So I want to just give you an example to see if it becomes a little bit more clear. So if you're at the pool and everyone's swimming and you've got the towels and you're like, when's the last time they had sunscreen, and watching the bag and like answering texts, and when's the last time they drank water? Is everyone staying hydrated? Did I remember to bring the goggles? Right. And you're like taking pictures, you're there. Right. So, like this, I have to, this is partly to remind myself for these Fridays at the pool, right? I can be there, but I could not be really present. So if I'm there and I'm like worried about all the logistics of it, then it's hard to be fully present. So if I'm at the pool and I'm like, who's got the goggles? Where are the kids? Like not trusting the lifeguards, right? Like who, proof of life. When's the last time they had sunscreen? Are they playing with that kid? Are they fighting? Are they coming back up out of the water? Like only half listening to conversations, getting like handling work stuff. I'm there, but I'm not present in that experience that I have said is what is important to me this summer. So think about that. And the same thing can be like on vacation, right? So everyone else is playing and you're like, do we have food for breakfast tomorrow? Like is the fridge stocked? Did everyone drink too much? Too little, hydration, sunscreen, all the things. And so everyone else is like playing, having a good time, but you're already doing like logistics for tomorrow. Like, do we have dinner reservations? Do I need to do laundry? Are all the towels wet? Should I throw some in the dryer? Um, all of the things. Okay. The grocery list. Should I order groceries ahead of time? We can do all that. And then summer is going to be over and we will not have fully experienced it. And we can spend this summer creating memories for everyone else and forget to be in them. Or we can create memories that really are important to us that we can feel and that we were a simple part of. So I want you to do a little exercise. Imagine Labor Day is here. So kind of traditional end of summer. Summer's over. You look back and I want you to ask, like, what would make me say that was a really good summer? Notice your brain probably is not saying stuff like, I never missed a workout, or I was perfect on my macros, or I followed every plan. It's probably stuff more like we laughed, we traveled, we connected. Like I got to spend people with the time that like spend time with the people that I love. I was present. I did things that mattered. We created this bucket list and we did the things on it. So this participation 100% matters more than perfection. So, I love to plan. So this is like a threading the needle situation for me. The reason I like to plan so much is because I do find if I plan ahead of time, things run smoother and I actually get to be more present. So, for example, right now, when I'm recording this, the kids don't go to camp for 6 weeks, right? And so by the end of next week, so I have 2 weeks, so a month out, I want everything done and taken care of. So that means all the travel arrangements, make sure everything that they need is on the way from Amazon. If not, like, we're not going to be packed that early. I'm not crazy. But, and if you pack that early, you're not crazy either. Good for you. But I'm not going to pack that early, but I'm going to have everything. I'm going to know where it is and I'm going to know that it's ready. And I'll have run through the list and like gotten the kids psyched up. And so for a month out, that will all be done and I won't have to worry about it. And so that does allow me to be more present when we do drop them off. There's always the risk, like if things start to go wrong, like you're still the person that plans it all. So you're in charge of fixing it all. But I like to plan that far ahead so that I am able to be more present. Because imagine if I waited till the week before, I would be running around like a chicken with my head cut off, like praying everything that I'm picking on Amazon is 2-day delivery. Like nothing would be able to be like embroidered with their names if that's what I wanted. Like I couldn't do any of those things. I probably couldn't get shoes in their size. I could, like, there's just so much that would be so much more difficult if I waited till the week before. And so for that week before, instead of hanging out with the kids and getting them excited and talking about homesickness and talking about how much fun they're going to have and getting them excited for camp, I would not be able to be present for any of that because I would just be on emergency mode of like, oh my gosh, all this needs to get done. So, planning ahead, if we have to be the full logistics manager, planning ahead, I think, is how we can still be present. So, I'm not asking you to redesign your summer or at all or overhaul it. I just want you to pick something that's important, something that you really want to fully experience, some memory you want to have, one activity, maybe something you've been waiting for. This idea of like, I'll wait till I'm whatever size, just one thing you've been postponing. Don't postpone it and make a really conscious decision to be fully present. And if it's something that requires planning, plan it so far ahead of time so that like in the week or 2 weeks leading up to it, like it's done. You don't have to worry about it. There's no logistics to rearrange or plan or be concerned with. We can just be present with everyone else's excitement of getting it done, right? We can be in the moment. So maybe it's a kayak trip or sitting by the water or having people over for a barbecue. Maybe it's learning something new. I want you to join instead of watch, and I want you to be present. Inside the membership, we are doing Summer School Hot Habits is our summer challenge. Now, this is for a members only challenge. So if you're not in the membership, get in there because it's a super fun month. July is all about this summer school. And it's just really fun. And we have assignments and homework and prizes and all the good stuff. So I think it's going to be really fun. Get in there. They'll just go to the website. I'll make sure the link is in the show notes. But we're having a meaningful summer, not just a productive one. Okay. So we can still do all the planning, but we are planning with purpose, with the intention of being fully present. Life is happening even while we're planning it. It's just, and some women spend all their time creating memories, and some women spend all their time planning for other people to create memories. And I don't want this summer to slip away and us be like, I don't even know what happened. Like, I don't, what just happened? I want this summer to be really meaningful and special. And so I want you to have at least one memory experience moment where you participate and can be fully present. All right. I'll see you next week. Bye.